Good idea. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's a very good afternoon and welcome here to Cambridge Oval for this, the 2020 Men's AFL Sydney Premier Division Grand Final. A repeat of years gone by, third time these two teams have played in this Grand Final. And it is Sydney University taking on the University of New South Wales Eastern Suburbs Bulldogs. It is a uni derby here on Grand Final day. And Sydney Uni winning the toss. And Captain Alistair Clark deciding to kick to the left of screen. Thank you for joining us here on the AFL Sydney live stream. A unique season will be played out in the ultimate game of 2020. Right off the bat, a huge congratulations to all clubs and all players, volunteers, sponsors, administrators that have put together this season. A wonderful effort to be playing some football here where around the country so many are not enjoying our great game. And we're just about to get into it here at Cambridge Oval. The Bulldogs, well, they're going for the three-peat here this afternoon. Sydney Uni, they have suffered on Grand Final day and they are really keen to turn the tables this afternoon. Both sides very different paths into this Grand Final. As the umpire holds the ball aloft, we are set and ready to go here at Cambridge Oval. And we're underway in the 2020 Grand Final. Williams, the ruckman for Sydney Uni, gets the ball going forward. A great kick inside 50. Unable to take the mark. Nice little tap over. Hitting the ball hard, the Bulldogs. Geddes there. Early Falcon. Reinhard gets the ball clear. And the Bulldogs get it clear through the middle. Defensive efforts. 32, Tim Barton. Keep an eye on him this afternoon. One of the premier players in this Sydney AFL competition. On this occasion, tackled, holding the ball, the umpire says. And the Bulldogs with the first scoring opportunity. Too far out to score. Top of the square, nice looking boot. It might go the journey, just touched on the line. And the first score to the Bulldogs. Here's a behind. It was North Shore who finished on top of the table after the regular season in 2020. But unable to consolidate their position through the final series. As the ball spills through, again, the Bulldogs off the boot of Geddes. Goes inside. No one tapes the mark. Getting there is Clark. Out in front of Sirakowski, a late in for the students. Far wing. Foster is there for Sydney Uni, applying pressure. They turn it over. Time to go forward. Plenty of space up forward as the players roll back. Now the Bulldogs come in numbers. Wheeling early. No one really getting any clean football. Nice little tap out. Lands in the arms of Stevenson. Goes quickly. Looking up forward and a great mark taken. Tim Cordner has taken the mark. 25 metres out. Slight angle. And his chance to put the first on the board for the students. Been a dominant forward in the Sydney AFL competition for a number of years. And he'd desperately love to put the first on the board for Sydney University. Already the changes coming. Rockmole coming on for the students, along with Lees. But a kick coming from Cordner. Just pulls it left. In fact, it's not going to score. Out of bounds on the full. Not a great start in the goal kicking column for Tim Cordner. Bulldogs attempting to run it, looking for its Towers out there as a target. As the ball goes over the boundary line, we'll have a boundary throw in. They've met a couple of times this season. Back in round 6, it was Sydney University who scored the 9-point victory on that occasion. As they go forward again, the Bulldogs. One-on-one contest, well worked under the ball. And an opportunity here. Let's go back and have a look at the goals. Right on the 50-metre arc. Good looking kick off the boot. Umpired has not moved. And the Bulldogs get the first of the grand final. Some quick ball movement.
Andy!
To a one-on-one contest.
Sarah! Get in! Get in! Get in!
And a great kick.
Andy, Sarah!
Sees the first on the board for the Bulldogs.
Stay, stay!
Errol Golden with the goal for the Bulldogs. He gets there. Goal kicking duties underway in the 2020 grand final. They go forward again, the Bulldogs. Under pressure was Sirakowski. Got the handball clear. Struggles to tackle Stevenson. Just doesn't get the handball away. Hitting it hard. There was Kilpatrick. Goes inside 50. Another mark. And another opportunity for goal. Just unable to get that handball away from Stevenson. Golden wanted to have another go at it. In the arms of Ned Reinhardt. Reinhardt will kick from inside 50. Good looking kick off the boot. Got the legs. Has it got the accuracy? It has. The Bulldogs with 2 and a great start to this grand final. They lead by 13 points. It was Louis Stevenson coming out of defence for Sydney Uni, just dispossessed. A good little passage of play. It ends up in the arms there of Ned Reinhardt. He made no mistake. Back from state league duties this year, Ned. And a very strong mark overhead, as we saw on that occasion. Kicked one in that round 6 game against Sydney Uni when they went down by 9 points. And he's got one on the board early in this grand final. Williams brings the ball down for Sydney Uni. They go inside 50. He's been straight down the spine. The ball comes from Cameron. Still under pressure. Tracking it back, Day. Right on the boundary line. And the boundary line wins out. So we fast forward to the qualifying final when these two met, and it was the Bulldogs who was able to turn the tables by 2 points in that game. And that is the game we were looking at, the earliest game these two have played against each other. So many occasions, just the smallest of margins in this contest. And if it was an election, you'd say it'd be too close to call in the grand final today. But the Bulldogs, well, they've come under a great start to this game. 2 goals on the board. Sydney Uni yet to score. And they get out of defence again. Could have been holding the man there. The umpire says play on. Plenty of Bulldogs around this one. Spills to the back of the pack. Tracking it back is Cameron. Will be strong for them in defence this afternoon, and a good spoil from Jack Hiscox. Sees the ball over the boundary line. Former Swans player Hiscox. And they'll be looking to get a lot out of him today. 2 ruckmen go at it. No one really wins that contest. A quick kick out there from Dunkley. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be a Sydney kick. In the arms of Hiscox, as we mentioned just previously. Plenty of numbers forward of the ball. So the only option, top of the square, looking for the fly. There was Cordner, unable to bring it down. Sydney Uni on the attack, but the Bulldogs up to the pressure. They've set up well. A good strong mark. We'll see the pressure reapplied. Very dense forward line at the moment. Put it high, looking for Cordner again. Running through and taking the relieving mark is Bailey Foot for the Bulldogs. Switches on. In the arms of Sam Thorne, one of the late changes, 3 of which Thorne, Burns and Baxter came into the side. Comes down this near side wing. Tracking it back, Kilpatrick in the box seat, but here comes Sydney University. Sirakowski turns, goes on the left, and a mark taken by Lees. Plenty of movement in front of him. Cordner leads, works back. Day forward. Another big tall option. Here is Day. And a good strong mark there. Aaron Day takes it outside 50, too far out. Wheels around on the right. Goes looking for Cordner. Can he bring this one down? He works his player away from the grab. And Tim Cordner's taken the mark and should go back and get the first for Sydney University. He's going to be a key this afternoon, Cordner.
Just one defender.
And he needs to finish this one off. Already had one shot on goal. Big left footer comes in, umpire stands upright, and the students have got the first on the board for the grand final. Some good work in the defensive half there from Sirakowski. Eventually, it was Day who took the mark just outside 50. Team player didn't want to go back and waste the opportunity, and Cordner, well, he's going to be a handful. He took the mark and was able to finish off for the first for the Sydney University students. A lively start here at Cambridge Oval. 2 goals, 1, the Bulldogs. Sydney University, that 1 goal there off the boot of Cordner. They'd be desperate today, Sydney University. They have been here 4 times now in the last 4 years and are yet to hold the silverware. The Bulldogs, well, they're going for the 3-peat, so very, very contrasting results on grand final day. Ball bounces around in the middle. No one really able to find it. Now spills free. It's Pickin. They'll get it clear. Good kick there from Hiscox, but turns it over. So they come through the middle. The switch is on. They find Dunkley in space. Nothing forward now. Sydney University set up well beyond the ball. Almost got the free kick. It was Aaron Day coming through calling for the handball, but the umpire had other ideas, saying you were too close to the contest. And now Dunkley will push forward. The mark was inside the square on the left-hand side. It's still inside the square on the right-hand side. You'd think 50 metres was the square. And a great kick out there, almost taken, in fact, marked. In amongst all the traffic, Dunkley was able to pick a teammate. Just trying to pick up who that is on the far side. But the shot on goal will come. The kick from about 45. Kick's on its way. Umpire has to do a bit of work and it just sprays it to the right. Just a minor score for the Bulldogs. All players ahead of halfway at the moment as Sydney University look to run this out. A big long kick down the wing. The numbers. Just an awkward fumble. Crucial moment there from Day. And he's tackled. The umpire will say, let's have it. Stoppage here. Just 4 to 50. Bulldogs half of the ground. Lots of numbers around the contest. Comes clear. Trying to get there was Gilfetter for the students. Tackle comes. We'll have another ball up. No real wind to talk of here at Cambridge Oval this afternoon as yet. It does swirl around late. usually from right to left, so I'd like to see the Bulldogs able coming home if it does kick up. Cameron took the mark across half back. Big long kick. Williams there for Sydney University. Stepping around, getting space. And back inside. The target was Gilfetter. It was just a little bit over his head. They've worked it well. Nice handball from Foster. They work it near this far side. Coming in, that was Picken, unable to take the mark. Some good work in defence from Reinhardt. And the ball goes over the boundary line. So after a quick fire start to this quarter, we ease ourselves into a little settling in period. Strong ruck contest. Ball comes down, tackled as he took possession. And the umpire will come and ball it up again. Two plays one straight. Students go inside 50. Good mark taken. And another opportunity on goal here will come. Little stoppage there. Nice high ball inside 50. And the mark has been taken. Plenty of changes at the moment. 4 on, 4 off for the Bulldogs. The kick comes. It's just to the right. It comes back. A goal on the ball. The Students, they peg another one back. The 2-point margin. Good stoppage play. Nice high kick inside 50. Strong chest mark taken. Nick Lees was the player who finished off. Gets his for the first for the afternoon. First year into the Premier Division this year. And he sees himself with a goal next to his name on grand final day. We're back in the middle. The margin back to 2 points. Bulldogs lead. Ruck contest. Sam Gadden got in there for the Bulldogs. Sydney with a clear. Clark off half back. Goes forward. Another high up and under. Set. Ball not been able to mark. And they go inside 50 again. Working through pack. No real advantage here for either team. And the umpire will have to come and sort this one out. Once again, no advantage, although the City Uni get the clearance. Nice little kick in, and once again it's Nick Lees. He's taken another mark inside 50. And this to put the Students in front. He'll kick from 45 on the 45 angle. The distance not beyond him. It's all a matter of accuracy. Lees just hangs it up in the breeze. It's going to the left and will go through for a minor score. So let off for the Bulldogs. Once again, plenty of changes. Taking the opportunity. It is a warm day here at Cambridge Oval. So expect to see a lot of interchange action. The Bulldogs now, the opportunity to get it out of defence. And quite reserved at the moment in the doghouse, just to our right here at Cambridge Oval, but they might get fired up now. Running onto the ball, turning inside. This is Olsen, goes inside, but not a great kick. Getting back there is Horton, who takes the relieving mark on the last line of defence. Goes back to where it came from. Not a great kick, and once again Olsen just a little to the left with his target. And now a scoring opportunity. All but 2 players now inside the 50-metre arc. Kick comes. Umpire working to his right, stands up and signals one behind.
Yeah, I know they're so aggressive. We can just get it out of the
2
back
points
of
of the margin here at Cambridge Oval in this 2020 Premier Division Grand Final.
You tell Gowers as well.
Nice run out of defence. Sydney Uni wanting to get it out of the area. Little handball over.
Go here, go here.
And now the Bulldogs able to track it back. Little left foot kick there from Liam Ross. Finds its target. They've got options in the middle. They go that way now. No. Target there was deep, and unfortunately the kick wasn't good enough. The tackle comes, the big up and under. This WWF style. And Gilfetter puts him down. Almost waited for the umpire to come in with a 3 count. Now Sydney Uni in traffic. Plenty of players around this ball. No free football as it should be on grand final. The umpire's pulled out a free kick. It'll go to the Bulldogs. A high tackle. Handball comes off. It was Dunkley who was taken high. Playing in front on that occasion was Crockmale, Spencer. A couple of brother duos out there today for both sides. His kick finds Stevenson. A bit of tactical work being on the boundary line here. Nice to hear. Going with the one-handed mark there was Foot, unable to bring it in. Now working it well by hands. To get it going forward. In the box seat was Williams. Brings the ball to ground. The players come now. Bulldogs with numbers. Happy to go backwards, open up the space a little bit. Kick inside 50. It'll be a big mark fly, and it nearly brought down. That was Towers. And tracking it back, Kilpatrick brings it in. Plenty of Sydney University jumpers around this one. And they're able to relieve a little of the pressure. In fact, he stepped over the line. We'll have a boundary throw in at 15 metres around from the Bulldogs' goal. Almost a mark of the year contender. We'll see a boundary throw in. Off the ruck, plenty of numbers, tackles come. Getting a bit of space there was Stevenson. Now they work it through. Sydney University down the line. 1 on 2, and the 2 come out as the ball trickles over the boundary line. Max Geddes it was helping out in that contest. 4 players lined up for Sydney University, ready for the changes. Boundary throw in, just to the left of where the ruckman anticipated. And we'll have another ball up. Well into time on first quarter. The margin 2 points. It was University of New South Wales Eastern Suburbs who really came out of the blocks firing. The first 2 goals of the game. But since then, Sydney University have really consolidated and brought the margin back to 2 points.
Go on.
Little blood rule here. There's a little stoppage in play. So coming on is Mal Picken. Just a slight cut, looks like above the eye. And Cam Williams comes to the bench. Into the ruck goes Picken. Brings it down. No real winner in that ruck contest. It's Willing at ground level, and we'll see a boundary throw in. I hope you're enjoying your coverage here today of the AFL Sydney Premier Division Grand Final. We'll bring you all the action as it happens here at Cambridge Oval. As the Bulldogs make a run forward. Late one to be nice. Good little diving save there from Tim Barton. And the ball trickles over the boundary line. Picken and Kilpatrick. Ball falls to the deck and is quickly snapped up. Another stoppage inside 50. Bulldogs end of Cambridge Oval. Here they go. Nice little bit of ruck work, but the tackle comes. Good tackle there from Tom Ayton and rewarded by the umpire. Little chip kick over, dangerous, but finds its target. Thompson for the students. Switches on if they want to use it. Probably late in this quarter. Along down the line is the option. But the turnover comes. And they find one late here, the Bulldogs. You've got Dunkley roaming through the middle. They decide to go central. Big punch from the back from Crockmale. And tracking it back was Dunlop, but sees it over the line. As Cam Williams gets wrapped up like a mummy on the bench here. Trainers hard at work to stop the bleeding over that right eye. Into the ruck there is Cam Zachary for the Bulldogs. Tracking it back, but right on his tail was Dunlop. Pack forms. So a real arm wrestle in this first quarter. As you'd expect in a grand final. 2 goals apiece. Siren sounds. And we go into the first break, and the margin is only 2 points in favour of the University of New South Wales Eastern Suburbs Bulldogs. They lead 2-3-15. Sydney University 2-1-13. Goal scorers for the Bulldogs. Well, Errol Golden had one, and Ned Reinhardt with that second goal for them. For Sydney University, they fought back in that quarter. They were down early, but goals to Tim Cordner and Nick Lees see them peg the margin back to just the 2 points. We go in the first break here at Cambridge Oval. 2 goals, 3-15, Sydney University of New South Wales Eastern Suburbs. Sydney University, 2 goals, 1-13. Good looking kick off the boot. Umpired has not moved. And the Bulldogs get the first of the grand final. Good looking kick off the boot. Umpired has not moved. And the Bulldogs get the first of the grand final. Got the handball clear. Struggles to tackle Stevenson. Just doesn't get the handball away. Hitting it hard. There was Kilpatrick. Goes inside 50. Another mark. And another opportunity for goal. Reinhardt will kick from inside 50. Good looking kick off the boot. Got the legs. Has it got the accuracy? It has. The Bulldogs with 2. And a great start to this grand final. They lead by 13 points. It was Louis Stevens, 1 shot on goal. Big left footer comes in, umpire stands upright, and the students have got the first on the board for the grand final. 2-2 plays 1 straight. Students go inside 50. Good mark taken, and another opportunity on goal here will come for the Bulldogs. The kick comes. Just to the right, it comes back. A goal on the board. The students, they peg another one back, the 2-point margin. Once again, no advantage, although the Sydney Uni get the clearance. Nice little kick in, and once again, it's Nick Lees who's taken another mark inside 50. There is Horton, who takes the relieving mark on the last line of defence. Goes back to where it came from. Not a great kick, and once again, Olsen, ground. Players come now. Bulldogs with numbers. Happy to go backwards, open up the space a little bit. Kick inside 50, it'll be a big mark fly, and nearly brought down. Roaming through the middle, they decide to go central. Big punch from the back from Crockmale. at premiership victory. A lot of players in this side would be so desperate to erase the memory of the final, or the previous 3 grand finals. 2017 they went down to Pennant Hills. 18-19 their adversaries here today, the Bulldogs, were victors on that occasion. Different story on the other side of the ledger. A lot of the Bulldogs out there looking for the three-peat of premierships. Not an easy thing to achieve. I know the East Coast Eagles did it back in 2009, 10 and 11. And to win 1 is fantastic. To win 2 is pretty special. But to win 3, a very rare occasion. That's their task today, the Bulldogs. The only people stopping them at the moment are the students from Sydney University. All set here for the second term. The margin 2 points in favour of the Bulldogs. So Cam Williams has made his way back out there. Strapped up. Very reminiscent of a Sydney University rugby player. And he's up against Sam Gadden for the Bulldogs. Nice little tap down. He is beset upon plenty of tackles coming now. And the umpire has to sort this out, and he does so. So the numbers come. Work by Williams, or the umpire says too high. Had his arms up around the neck there of Towers. In fact, comes out now. Holding there, umpire didn't see it. Holding there, umpire didn't see it. Now they get the kick away. Geddes tracks it back. Nice little tap on. Could have been a throw. Trying to get it clear. Now is Towers. Handball over the top. Intended target was Thorne. And it gets going forward for the Bulldogs. Pushing through the contest to Barton. Nice little handball out. Gets it to Bartholomeus. Well, hasn't a season he had this year. He was crowned the Phelan medalist during the week. And that's on the back of his NEFL MVP as well. So a wonderful couple of years for Jake Bartholomeus. In there amongst it now again. He gets the ball. Tackle. Nice little flick pass out. Questionable, but allowed. Coming through. Trying to bring it down the Bulldogs. Now got some help in defence. Dean Towers with the big speculator over the top. Could have been holding the man there. Umpire letting them play, which is what we like to see. High contact comes, not paid. That was Burgess Hall. Keep an eye on him today. One of the X factors of this game. And just a little period here in the second term. Neither team letting their opponent have any space. Good work there. Another good brought in there. And kick forward from Stevenson. Comes to Golden. Errol. Nice up and under. Only finds its way to Jack Hiscox. Hiscox goes short. Mark taken just on the 50-metre arc. Top of the square. They come. Corner from the back. Comes at the back of the pack. The kick's off the boot. It's gone through the middle. Out of nowhere, Sydney University have kicked the goal. And they take the lead.
Go.
So for the first time this afternoon, Sydney University take the lead on the scoreboard. And they get the first of the second term. Here they go again, out of the middle, Gowers. Big high kick. And umpire sent a free kick. It's a shepherding play. And it'll be the Bulldogs. The call from the boundary line, looking for the 45 kick. It's not on this occasion. Sydney have covered that avenue out of defence. So forced Golden to go down the line. Tackles come. A lot of the football being played on the clubhouse side here of Cambridge Oval. Coming out of traffic there was Jared Deep, but turns the ball over. Crockmull goes by hand. They work it short. And it's along down the line, looking for the ruckman. Williams, and umpire comes in. Tracking back that last kick. So quick out of the attacking area there. I believe it was Nick Foster who kicked the ball. So he adds one to his tally today. Takes it up to that number of 1. Here he goes again. Could have been holding the man. The umpire says yes, and Foster will get the kick. Wheels around, wants to go to the top of the square. Not a good looking kick off the boot, but the mark is taken. It was a real wobbly kick going inside 50. Mark's taken, I believe it's Stevenson.
15 gone.
This a real turnaround for the students. Started the game 2 goals down. They now look to go 2 goals up. They kicked the last 4, and the goal is scored. That was Aaron Day who took the mark. Free kick went to Nick Foster on the far side. He was desperate to get the ball moved on quickly. And ugliest to kick off the boot, but it fell to the advantage of Aaron Day, who gets his first of the afternoon. They've kicked the last 4, the students. So some troubling times now for the coach of the Bulldogs. Dean Towers, the playing coach. As Sydney University go to a 2-goal lead. Attacking the ball there was Gowers. He was heavily tackled to the ground. The umpire comes in and balls it up. Just off the cricket pitch area here at Cambridge, so took the benefits of it. Just a little bit of softer ground, although the ground looking in wonderful condition considering the year that we've had. On that cricket pitch area now. Nice little scoop out there. Could have been a throw. Umpire says play on. Errol Golden kicks it forward, but back there for the students is Tim Barton. They've now got a bit of space to work on the far side. The inside-outside kick off the right boot. Unable to keep it in. Question being asked in the week preceding the grand final with Tim Barton. Is this his swan song? Been an absolute stalwart for the Sydney University side as they go forward again, the students. Trying to meet it there. The top was Cordner. The ball spills to the back. They've got numbers. Lurking Gilfetter. He is in the goal square. They've covered him now as the ball gets wrapped up. And we'll have a ball up deep inside 50 for the students. A lot of football in the NEFL did Tim Barton.
Come on,
a wonderful performer. As the ball comes out of the contest, just hits the post. And a minor score. They're doing all the attacking in this second term, the students. Co-captain Adam Golden with the kick-out duties. Forced to go wide. Not a lot on offer out there. As now the students attack again, running onto the play, but just pulling the kick to the left-hand side. And a minor score.
DJ!
Plenty going on the bench for both sides. This time they decide to come near side. Reinhardt can't get onto it. Hit heavily, hit high, and the umpire had a close look at it. And much to the chagrin of some of the students' supporters here on this near side. Oh, the handball. Terrible from Reinhardt. Might be still. He's thrown the mouth guard. He's gone. I reckon he's gone. No, he's just collecting his mouth guard, which he threw, landed over the boundary line. He is coming to the bench. Keep an eye on Reinhardt as they go through the middle. Dispossessed there was Kilpatrick. Good tackle, rewarded. The students, everything going at the moment.
Strong mouth, strong mouth, strong.
Johnson kicks it to the top of the arc. Coming through to meet it. And there is Rawlinson, the co-captain of the Bulldogs. Attacking the ball hard. Gowers. He's wrapped up. Good luck seeing anything in there. So many players around the ball. Just keeping an eye on Reinhardt at the moment. Looks like they're going to do an assessment. Certainly wasn't happy after he got rid of the ball. Rawlinson, it's a handball out, but Sydney University ready to pounce. Tracking it back. Good work there at ground level from Stevenson. The turnover comes and Golden takes the mark. One of the brother cohorts here today, Adam Golden and Errol Golden. They now go down the middle. Finds Benulos. We've got player out wide. Olsen on the lead going forward. They decide to go short. Not a lot on offer long here at Cambridge Oval. Trying to pick out a target on the far wing. Not forthcoming. And the students turn it over. Now they go forward. Looking for Cordner. He is the central target there for the students. And just puts the fist into it and sees it over the boundary line. It's gone past 11 minutes here at Cambridge Oval, and Sydney University have kicked the last 4 of the game, and they lead by 12 points. Kicked the last 2 of the first term, and they've kicked only 2 goals of this quarter. The Bulldogs yet to score in the second term. They really haven't looked like scoring, really getting the ball past halfway, but now there's the opportunity to do so. Forward again, just ran under the ball and was able to be taken by Spencer Crockmale. Forced to play on. And the ball goes out of bounds. Picken and Gadden in the ruck. A real winner. Go at it again. And it's wrapped up again. They'd be pretty happy with their efforts this quarter, the students. It looked like they were under a siege in that first term early. Been able to settle. Barton has been good across that last line of defence. Short kick comes in. Finds Crockmale. As the players roll forward. Goes out to the wing. No one really there for either side. Geddes was there for the Bulldogs eventually, but unable to keep it in. A lot of love for Mal Picken online at the moment. Doing a good job in the ruck for the students. Here he is. Nice with the hands as well, although his teammate was over the boundary line. And forces another ruck contest.
Straight off now.
Ken Williams that came off, he was doing the majority of the ruck work early. He's enjoying a little rest on the boundary line at the moment due to some good work by Picken. They go forward. the Bulldogs, but once again, unable to penetrate the Sydney University defences at the moment. Just a little kick-to-kick happening here at Cambridge at the moment. Towers comes on for the Bulldogs. Here they go. They've got opportunity. Towers might be an option here. He's far out on this right wing. Just unable to get there in time. They kick it around the corner. Just a minor score, but a score that they'll get their first for the quarter. 2 goals for now, the Bulldogs. 4-3 Sydney University. As we see a rare football coming towards this near side of Cambridge Oval. Cordner unable to bring it down. Hitting the ball hard there was Reese. He's tackled. Now Sydney University come away with it. Crockmale with the kick. 2-on-1 contest here. The Bulldogs work together. Some good work there from Geddes. Goes inside, wants to back up. Just couldn't quite find the target. And just pouncing on that was Hiscox. Nothing to really kick to, so he goes wide. You'd like to see the boundary line. The umpire will have a close look at this. And he says out of bounds deliberate. So a let off for the Bulldogs. In front of the doghouse here at Cambridge Oval. Usually the Eagles' Nest. With renamed today. They need some voice from their supporters at the moment, the Bulldogs. Really haven't been showing much at all this quarter. Can they find something late? Coming through there was Olsen. He's tackled. Ends up in the arms of Reinhardt. Good to see him back out there. But the students again go forward and all on his own. Just an opportunity mark here inside 50 with a shot on goal. Aaron Day has already kicked one for the game. Distance won't be an issue. No breeze to speak of, so it all just comes down to technique. It's over the paint. Lets it go left. It comes back right. No worries about the technique. Second on the board for Sydney University's Aaron Day. And that's their 5th for the game.
Put!
The Bulldogs, who really made a meal of it out here on this near side, actually turning the ball over. The quick kick came, and standing all alone inside 50 was Aaron Day. Made no mistake with the kick. And gets the 5th on the board for Sydney University. "17 points the margin now here at Cambridge Oval. A nice little early lead for the Bulldogs. Sorry, the students, I should say. And here they go again, Bartholomeus. They go forward. Geddes. Handball over the top, doesn't really find a target, but it bounces fortuitously. Off the big boot of Towers. Push out there, the umpire didn't see it. Getting back there is Thompson for the students. They've worked this one well. Goes to a pack. Just couldn't quite get the hands up high enough. And now opportunity for Foster. Around the corner. Gets it inside 50. One-on-one contest. Cordner needs to find the handle. Cannot do so. And eventually the umpire's actually called a throw. And a little bit of relief as they go for the big switch. Out there for the Bulldogs is Sam Thorne. They need to work across now. Thorne. There's a little gallop. Looking for Burgess Hoare. Doesn't find him. Right on his hammer was Horton. But they've found some good ground here at Cambridge. And they'll have a boundary throw in. And they're attacking half of the ground. They desperately need a goal here, the Bulldogs. Just the one behind for the quarter. Students have put on 3 goals too. Reminiscent of the preceding game here at Cambridge, where the second quarter was really the defining moment of the game. Under pressure, but still with the ball. The students through Sirakowski. That's Andrew, one of the late ins from the selected side. And a good mark taken. They want to move it quickly. Hiscox running through the middle, but they've turned it over now. Stevenson was able to retrieve it and found a player all on his own. on the far side of Cambridge. They go inside 50 again. Another one for Day. Strong as an ox. And Aaron Day takes another great mark inside 50 and will go back and look to put through his third. One of the club veterans here at Sydney University. Little stint in the Sandful. And great to see him back here on the big stage in Sydney. He's kicked 2 already this afternoon. This to put an underline on a dominant second term. The umpire, well, look, he just plants the feet. No questions asked. Aaron Day gets his third. And 23 points the margin now in favour of the Students. Worrying times for the Bulldogs. They just worked it really nicely down the far side of the field, did the Students. And if it's not Tim Cordner giving you troubles up forward, it's Aaron Day, who's kicked 3 now. They're also resting their ruckman down there, Mal Picken. So a very tall forward line set up now for Sydney University, and it's working. Williams back into the ruck for the Students. Gets this one down nicely. And in there, in amongst its Gowers, he's having a wonderful second term. Just willing his way through. Now the Bulldogs. Burgess 4. Just put a little bit of mayo on that one. Made sure the umpire saw it. Always line ball there, whether they're in the side or in the back. On this occasion, a judge in the back. Burgess Hall goes inside 50. Under a lot of pressure now, the Bulldogs forwards. And Sydney University just with numbers. Here goes Gowers again. Going out to Gilfetter. They've worked it well. Here's Cox. Kick just didn't find a target. Good below the knees. Here comes Olsen. Another inside 50. It's a 3-on-1, and it was always going to happen. Working well there was Crockmall. And now they've got space. Aiton. 1-on-1 in front of him. Just holds up. Wills his player to come forward. They do now. Not a bad score from behind, but he's tackled up in a tackle there. It was Bailey Foot. In there is Gowers. Well, he's having some sort of quarter. Good work there from Tom Dunlop as well. Here comes Bartholomeus. Not his best kick.
Move on, get a man,
Over the boundary line. Just getting back to Will Gowers. Another one of these players that's returned to Sydney University. Beneficial of the cancellation of the NEFL competition. But he is Sydney Uni through and through, coming through their Colts program. And great to see him here today. He's having a quarter and a half at the moment. The Bulldogs forced to retreat on this occasion. They want to move it to the far side. Geddes.
Get outside,
Switch kick. Now working across. He wants this back, Geddes.
Left.
And they've been forced to hold up.
TD, this side numbers.
Commentary coming from the interchange bench here at Cambridge Oval. Burgess for the target here. Right on his hammer was Johnson. And it's wrapped up. And they'll have a boundary throw in. Well into time on. Approaching 23 minutes here at Cambridge Oval. It's been a 4-0-0 term for the Students. But the worrying factor is they've kicked the last 6 of the game. The Bulldogs came out of the blocks hard. As we have a blood rule here.
He's coming here, just hold. Just pick this one.
They came out of the blocks, the first 2 did the Bulldogs. But since then, it's been all Sydney University. Another little cut over the top of the right eye.
Mitchie, couple of numbers this side.
Coming off
Mitchie,
is their coach in Dean Towers. And I'll strap that up, get him ready for his halftime address. A very important one too, as he needs to will his players back into this game. Bulldogs now. Inside kick. Target there was Ross.
Press it!
Don't find it. They're now forced to retreat.
Good, Mel.
Good work there from Reinhardt. As the ball's very close to the boundary line and eventually trickles over.
Stretch! Still, Gals!
Horton, along with Stevenson and Cordner, ready to come on late in this term. Not sure they'll get there eventually. Deep into time on. Desperately like to stop this forward. Burgess Hall tries to do a little neat kick over the top. But at the moment, it's Johnson that's standing him. A little bit of toe-to-toe between those two. Johnson seemingly getting the better of him at the moment. Boundary throw in. Williams for the students. Tackle comes. Just under pressure with every disposal at the moment. They've found a little bit of space here, the Bulldogs. They go forward to the back of the pack. Should be a mark. Front on contact. Umpire says yes. And there was no eyes on the football going back with the flight by Spencer Crockmull there. Umpire had no other decision to make as Darcy Cordell gets the free kick. And they desperately love this one, the Bulldogs. As the changes come eventually for both sides.
Yep. Well done, mate. That means been a leak.
Cordell. Haven't really seen him much today, but he desperately love a goal. The kick is good, and Cordell gets one for the Bulldogs late, and one that they so much needed. It was a good little passage of play through the middle here at Cambridge. And you can just see with both Bulldogs players in the box seat going back with the flight of the ball. It had to go to the back of the pack. Cordell turned, unfortunately, Crockmull, who impeded, and the free kick was given. And Darcy Cordell went back and finished off. Played in the NEFL last year, vice captain of this Bulldogs side. And gets a much needed goal for the Bulldogs. 17 points the margin now. Another one would be nice going into half time, but the students got this one through Clark, the captain. His kick not great. Getty's back there, but unable to really control the football. And the cavalry comes for the students. Once again, player in possession went for the tackle. And he's going to give away the free kick, I think. The umpire just using the whistle as a warning. We're up. Plenty of runners through the contest. No one really getting the advantage. Comes forward now. Now they've got a little bit of run, the Bulldogs. Coming through, that was Thorne. And the umpire says you've run too far. You rarely see that in football these days. Notwithstanding that most of the time the pressure is too much that you're able to find that much space. So Sydney University, can they get a late one in the quarter? Holding was there, the umpire didn't see it. Coming across was Max Reese, and happy to see the boundary line. Not a breath of air here at Cambridge Oval as the siren sounds to end the second term. It was been a dominant one for the students, and one that will put them right in the best seat as we go into the second half. They kicked 6 goals in a row, 2 in the first quarter, and then 4 in that second term, and currently lead the game by 17 points. It's the Bulldogs 3-4-22, 17 points to margin. Sydney University 6-3-39. Looking at the goal scorers for the Bulldogs, it was Errol Golden has one. Darcy Cordell kicked their only of that quarter, and Ned Reinhardt kicked one in the first. Whilst for Sydney University, Aaron Day has 3 for the game, and singles to Foster, Cordner and Lees. They lead by 17 points here. A late goal in that term will give a little bit of confidence to the Bulldogs, but we get set for the second half with the Sydney University students leading by 17 points. It's the Bulldogs 3-4-22, Sydney University 6-3-39. We'll take a short break here at Cambridge Oval, but we'll be back with all the second half action in this, the 2020 Men's Premier Division Grand Final. Good looking kick off the boot. Umpired has not moved. And the Bulldogs get the first of the grand final. Got the handball clear. Scruggs to tackle Stevenson. Just doesn't get the handball away. Hitting it hard. There was Kilpatrick. Goes inside 50. Another mark. And another opportunity for goal. Reinhardt will kick from inside 50. Good looking kick off the boot. Got the legs. Has it got the accuracy? It has. The Bulldogs with 2 and a great start to this grand final. They lead by 13 points.
Keep going, guys. Keep going, mate. Keep going.
It was Louis Stevens, one shot on goal. Big left footer comes in. Umpire stands upright. And the Students have got the first on the board for the grand final. 2-2 plays one straight. Students go inside 50. Good mark taken. And another opportunity on goal here will come for the Bulldogs. The kick comes just to the right. It comes back. A goal on the board of the Students. They peg another one back. The 2-point margin. Once again, no advantage, although they're sitting in to get the clearance. Nice little kick in. And once again, it's Nick Lees who's taken another mark inside 50. There is Horton, who takes the relieving mark on the last line of defence. Goes back to where it came from. Not a great kick, and once again, Olsen, ground. Players come now. Bulldogs with numbers. Happy to go backwards, open up the space a little bit. Kick inside 50. It'll be a big mark fly, and it nearly brought down. Roaming through the middle. They decide to go central. Big punch from the back from Crockmull. Top of the square. They come. Corner from the back. Comes at the back of the pack. The kick's off the boot. It's gone through the middle. We'll get the kick. Wheels around. Wants to go to the top of the square. Not a good looking kick off the boot, but the mark is taken. This time they decide to come near side. Reinhardt can't get onto it. Hit heavily, hit high, and the umpire had a close eye on Reinhardt. As they go through the middle, dispossessed there was Kilpatrick, good tackle. Reward coming through there was Olsen, he's tackled, ends up in the arms of Reinhardt. Good to see him back out there, but the Students again go forward and all on his own. Fits over the paint. Lets it go left, it comes back right, no worries about the technique. Second on the board for Sydney University's Aaron Day. And that's their 5th for the game. Sydney has kicked 2 already this afternoon. This to put an underline on a dominant second term. The umpire, well, look, he just plants the feet. No questions asked. Aaron Day gets his 3rd. And wheeling his way through. Now the Bulldogs. Burgess 4. Just put a little bit of mayo on that one. Made sure the umpire saw it. Really seen him much today, but he desperately love a goal. The kick is good, and Cordell gets one for the Bulldogs late, and one that they so much needed. in this game, both teams having to stay out on the field. Just a sense of urgency from both sides. They want to get back out there. Normally, you could be stuck around waiting for the teams to come out of the rooms, but on this occasion they just found themselves just whatever available shade they could find. And you can see it over on the Bulldogs side. Dean Towers has brought them in now. He needs to find something from his charges early in this third term. They can't afford to let this one slip away. The reigning premiers, the Bulldogs, they are looking for an elusive three-peat in the Sydney AFL competition. But right now, it's all in front of them as the Sydney University students lead by 17 points at half-time. A big shout out to all the players, all the administrators, the coaches, the sponsors, the volunteers especially in season 2020. It has been a year like no other, to say the least. But just so glad to have football each week. So many people, so many hours put in to make sure that we could play not only senior football that we're seeing here today, but all of the junior football that's been played around the state. It's been a mammoth task by those both at head office and at club level, and something that you should be proud of, and we can look back on in years to come and work out exactly how we got through all of this the way we did. Some great support here from the University of New South Wales Eastern Suburbs organisation. They have really dominated the right-hand side here at Cambridge Oval, renaming what is traditionally the Eagles' Nest, the home of the East Coast Eagles here. But today, housing the Doghouse. And they were right on the fence during that half-time break, willing their charges to try and find something in their second half. It's certainly not beyond them. Margin only 17 points. And we know they know how to win grand finals. The wind has really kicked up in that half-time break. You can probably hear it through the effects mics. It is now blowing probably straight across the ground towards the far side of the ground. Really coming up from behind us here in the commentary box. So no real advantage. It's just going to make goal kicking just that little bit tougher. It does tend to come up from the valley here at Rouse Hill, perched up on the hill here at Withers Road. And once the ball gets up into that stream across the hill, it can be hard to judge. The siren sounds. The players now moving into position. It's been a wonderful game so far. Really, in that second term was Will Gowers who stamped his authority onto the game. But don't take anything away from their defensive half as well. Spencer Crockmile back there. And of course, the forward options in up there was Aaron Day and Tim Cordner. What can the Bulldogs find here in the second term? Warm day here in the northwest of Sydney. They need to come out of this half-time break and take advantage of fresh legs. All set for the second half here at Cambridge Oval. As we get underway, 17 points the margin in favour of the students as we get underway in the second half of this 2020 grand final. Straight away out of the centre, the Bulldogs get it going forward. They'd love to get an early one here. Burgess Hall applying the tackle, applying the spoil. Eventually ends up in his arms. That could be holding the ball. Umpire says yes. A good mark, a good tackle. And that man we mentioned just before, Spencer Crockmile, goes across to Clark. Settles, wants to find something down the middle, and a good presentation from Tom Ayton. Played that well, the students. Cleared out of that corridor. Now they go forward. Cordner unable to bring it down on this occasion. Just with a bit of pace, Aiton follows up his kick, tries to bust through. Umpire lets him do that. Fortunately, I thought there was a disposal error there. But the umpire comes in. It was Crockmole at the bottom of that pack. Williams in the ruck, brings it down. They're going forward, but dropped off there by Golden. Worked through the arms of Foot. Geddes. Got a little bit of pressure coming, and Sydney Uni played that well. They came in a wave, just denied the Bulldogs any opportunity to go forward. You'll see a boundary throw in. Williams and Benulos on this occasion go at it. Benulos gets the ball down and applies the tackle. And we'll do it all again. Just a bit of a lull over Cambridge Overs at the moment. No side really taking this control of this game. Once again, they have a ball up. Williams, nice tap. The running player there in Stevenson. They get it going forward, the students. Coming out to meet it was Cordner. Unable to bring it down, but they've got numbers at the fall of the ball. Nice spin from Sirakowski. Gets it off. A shot on goal comes. He likes it. He likes it a lot. And a goal to Sirakowski. They get the first of the second half. Some wonderful work in the ruck from Williams. Running through Stevenson. And on the end of it was Will Sirakowski on that left peg. He liked it straight off the boot, celebrated it all the way. And the students now out to a 23-point margin. Worrying signs for the Bulldogs. Both sides, if you look at the setup here at Cambridge Oval, they really want to work the ball down the spine. No real outliers in either forward line. It's again Williams dominant in the ruck. Goes forward, but good mark taken from Golden. Comes wide now. Intended target, Towers. Coming out to meet it was Benulos. Nice handball back, deep. Could have been holding in that contest. Umpire says play on. There's Gowers. Nice little handball across. The pack forms now. Not a bad effort there coming through to meet the ball. And moving the ball quickly now in the arms of Golden. Sees something he likes inside. Bit of a speculator. Crockmole was able to chop it off. And Clark goes wide. Looking for Dunlop. Very well played over the top. Little tap, and Dunlop has space. Inside 50 now. Going back to it is Day. Couldn't take the mark on this occasion. And the ball goes over the boundary line. They're trying things, the Bulldogs. Just unable to get the ball in the arms of a teammate. And each time, Sydney University ready to pounce. Williams again in the ruck. Comes over the back, does his own tackling off the ruck work. Now a little bit of space for the Bulldogs. Ross goes inside, but back there camped Crockmole. Ball bounce, you can't call that deliberate. Turned on a dime to go left. I think that's a little bit, asking a little bit of the umpire to say that one was deliberate. Boundary umpire with the ball now. Williams and Benulos. A stalemate between those two. Eventually comes forward for the students, but coming out to meet it. Bulldogs with an opportunity now. That one's not a great kick. Almost came off for Burgess Hall, but goes through his arms. And we end up with a stoppage. Inside 50 for the Bulldogs. What can they manufacture here? Sam Gadden taking the ruck duties forward against Williams. Wins this one forward for his team. Now they need the runners. Turning around, trying to go the other way.
Boundary!
As the students come away with it, just needs the front handle. Finds it there. They come out to this near side wing, chopping it off. Well played.
Watch the
That's
middle,
Zach
guys!
Cameron.
Go middle!
They go back inside. Almost found the target there. Getting back on it is Max Reese. His handball doesn't quite hit the target, but good enough to go back was Dunkley. His kick out towards Golden.
Come on, Camo.
Stops and props, puts the brakes on. Tries to get it over the ball. Umpire says that's okay. And once again, the students in numbers. It's up to Dunlop. Little fumble, puts himself under pressure, and eventually the wind will take that outside. You can see in the trees on the far side quite a bit of movement. It's really kicked up in that half-time break, and is pushing the ball to that far side. The Bulldogs now, opportunity to go forward. That's a good lead. You can see from way back. Read that well was Ned Reinhardt. Now wants to wheel around the right, wheels himself into trouble. And that could be a trip. Umpire says yes.
Get one, get one!
Plenty of students lined up on the boundary line, ready to come on. Offering their opinion on the game at the moment as well. Stuck in that far pocket. Good kick. It's Reinhardt. This will be a tough kick. Right into the teeth of the breeze. He's going to back himself in. If anything, just need to hang it out a little bit to the right and let the wind work it back. Just see here at Cambridge, the goalposts, just a little sway on them, so there's plenty of wind up the top. He does that, hangs it out. Can it come back?
Nice.
Not enough, and just the minor score. But good signs for the Bulldogs.
Come on, senior.
Get in there, Gil. Get in there. Protect yourself, mate. Go again here, Gil.
Gilfeder comes on
Great stuff,
for the
Eddie.
students. He's
Zero!
in plenty of time, space out here.
Come on, Timmy, lead or something.
Opted for a little bit of a zone on the kick out, the Bulldogs,
Come at it.
forcing the students to go through them, and they do so. Here comes Bartholomeus.
Go, Gil,
Goes for a little bit of a gallop. Haven't seen a lot of him this afternoon. Just a couple of things which really solidified why he was named the Phelan medalist during the week. That wind really kicking up now. You're going to see a lot of football played on the far side of Cambridge Oval. Umpire having to work hard to get that one in. Good work there from Sam Gadden. It's moved into the ruck against Williams, and once again the ball being pushed over the boundary line. I really think if you can work the ball to this near side, kicking to either end, it's going to make goal kicking a lot easier. They come back through Thompson.
Van Bardo!
Almost what they want to do. Presenting on this near side was Johnson, but they decided to go down the line. This one's going to be pushed out wide as well. Just hangs up. Big fly at the back. Couldn't get through. Gowers with the mid-air handball. Spits out the back of the pack. This is Olsen. He's tackled. Umpire says had no prior opportunity. And we'll get the ball up. Williams just taps this one, but it finds the boundary line. Approaching the 10-minute mark of this third term. Just the one goal to Sydney University as yet. Coming out to meet it was Foster. Handball couldn't quite hit the target. They appeal for a deliberate, and they get it. And it'll be Gowers. He's had a great game. Wants to move it quickly. Gives it a good roost. But once again, that wind playing havoc going forward. And goes over the boundary line. Good position if you're a students supporter. Right deep in their forward line. They can ill afford another goal here, the Bulldogs. Got plenty of numbers around this contest. Williams just leans back on it. Tries to work his player under the ball. Now with a big good tackle applied, but high, the umpire says, against Stevenson. Now they want to switch. Reinhardt. Got a player. Free. There's space to run. Here they come, the shooters. Pressure comes.
Yes, Lacey!
From deep.
Fantastic!
They got it forward. He was under pressure there, Jared Deep. And the students who have been camped here underneath our camera on the boundary line for some time now, making sure he knew the pressure was coming. Boundary throw in. Williams, second go at it, third go at it, brings it down for a handball. Good work there, Bartholomeus. High ball, front on contact, umpire says it's okay. Little kick from Will Sierakowski, gets it going forward. Tap over from Cordner, and the ball will go out of bounds.
AC!
Eventually it's Pickin that comes on.
AC!
Very vocal under our cameras here at Cambridge Oval. Go straight into the ruck. Up against Gadden. Big gust of wind comes through. Geddes gets the ball going forward, and the Vandalay wins out. Umpire wants to extinguish this situation. A little bit of animosity. David Johnson as he applied the tackle over the boundary line. All fair. Although it did get the third umpire out of his seat for the first time today. Off the back. That was Baxter. Good long kick. Well placed. Running back for it now is Cordell. Also amongst there, just goes to the ground. Eventually finds in the hands of Cordell. Has to go and get it. Ball bouncing around like a ping pong ball at the moment. As it's eventually killed. And they don't really want to get it out of there. I think it was Mitch Thompson. Could have pulled the ball out, but decided to just pretend he was trying hard. Up we go again. Right over the top there was Towers. Comes three for the Bulldogs, but the kick off the boot smothered. And we get a boundary throw in. The Bulldogs, well, they trail by 22 points now. They need a goal. Benulos comes on. And there's a free kick being pulled out here. I didn't see what it was for. And the umpires found it in the contest. And a shot on goal is coming.
Blocking the ruck.
There you go. Got it straight from the horse's mouth there. As David Johnson came off, shepherding the ruck. The kick's on its way. It's set up perfectly. It hits the post. Well, he just got the feeling he'd let it out to the right-hand side. The wind got a hold of it. As I said before, as it gets up higher, coming up off that valley, it can be deceptive, the wind here at Cambridge. Going for a run now, Stevenson from defence. Runs to 25 and gets a long kick going forward. And eventually the ball goes over the boundary line. 22 points the margin in favour of the students here. Approaching the 15-minute mark of this third term. It's really been a bit of a stalemate. Only the one goal scored. And Sydney University won't be too upset with that. They hold the cards at the moment. Trying to work his way through there was Sierakowski. Andrew. But the pack forms, and the umpire will be forced to come in and sort this one out. Very quiet in the doghouse at the moment. There's no real supporter base I can see in the blue and yellow of Sydney University. As now the Bulldogs get the high ball going forward, be fair and play under that. No one able to take the mark. Now they want to go forward. Ends up in Kilpatrick's arms. He's wrapped up. The umpire will say holding the ball. No real attempt made to get rid of it. Won't be happy with that. And 50-metre penalty. .50-50 decision on the play. And so often you see that. Umpire will take umbrage to some of the protestations from the player. Let's hope the Bulldogs can keep it together. They need goals. They don't need to give away free kicks. Sydney University now on the charge. Comes back in, looking for Gilfetter. Unable to take the mark. They're back in numbers now, the Bulldogs. Under pressure. Has to turn in on a dime their foot. Kicks it, but as we've said, that wind's really playing havoc with anything on that far side. Really need to adjust the kicks heading that way. Sydney Uni go inside 50 again. Looking on that occasion for Lees. But the ball has been wrapped up again at ground level. A lot of stoppage football here. Cambridge. Williams wins that one down, but sharked by the Bulldogs. Good work there to force the turnover. And now running away, Burgess Hall has one bounce, gives it up. It's going to hang up in the breeze beautifully. And almost taken. The umpire will say yes. Much to the protesting of the Sydney University diehards, but Ned Reinhardt has taken the mark. Could have gone either way. He read it well. It was held up in the breeze. Now let's see if he can adjust for the breeze here. He'll need to hang it out to the right, let the wind bring it back. Already kicked one for the day. Comes off the boot, here it comes, all the way back, read it beautifully. Reinhardt gets another one for the Bulldogs, and they reduce the margin here in this grand final. They get there first for the quarter, and the margin back to 15 points. Just a turnover forced in the middle of the ground. Bulldogs were able to get the ball clear, and a very open forward line, allowing Ned Reinhardt to take that one on the breeze. And a well-crafted kick on goal. Sees him kick his second of the grand final. And the margin back to 15 points. Another one here for the Bulldogs will make this a very interesting game. Sydney University sort of treading water for a little while. The Bulldogs have just been chipping away. You just see there Sam Thorne, who's standing Bartholomeus. I must say he's done a pretty good job so far. The Phelan medalist not really been able to inject himself in this game, but you can't hold a champion down for too long. Keep your eye on him. He is a star of this competition. Far side, ball's up in the breeze. Nice little sit there, and it's beautiful mark taken. Almost uncontested in the end. It was Johnson who came forward and put a little bit of pressure on the mark, but here they go again, the Bulldogs. Into a pack, sits up in the breeze. Going to be very hard to judge. They don't want to bring it out this near side, the students. They want to work it down. And the kick comes, and they ask the question. And the umpire says no. We'll have a ball in. Temptation there would have been to bring it out to this near side. Wisely chose to work it back to a position on the ground here at Cambridge, which is now going to be proving very difficult to score from with this breeze that's really kicked up. Olsen, handball through, good one. Now the kick comes, looking there for Cordell. Couldn't bring it down. Now in the arms of Reinhardt, he goes to ground. Umpire says play on, and will come in and ball it up. Heard the call, forwards up. Every player now ahead of halfway. Making sure that message gets heard. Williams out of the ruck, gets the handball away. Tackled and dispossessed. Umpire's letting them play. Now is forced to come in. Bit of confusion on the Sydney University bench. A lot of voices, as you can hear in the effects mic. Now pushing forward is Golden, trying to get that ball going towards their goal square. There'll be some tired boys out there. It has been a warm day here at Cambridge Oval. Now with the wind, just having to do that little bit harder work, pushing down the ground. Uni tackle. They ask the question again. Plenty of arms in the air. Umpire doesn't fall victim. Comes in and balls it up right on the boundary line. Just to throw this one up in the breeze so it doesn't end up over the back. Williams, good out of the ruck. Turns on the kick. Mark not taken. Now another opportunity for the Bulldogs. Dispossessed. Still with the ball. Good kick around the corner. Won't make the distance. Here comes... it was Burgess Hoare. Oh, off the ground. That's Kilpatrick. And he goes to the doghouse and says, here we come, boys. Kilpatrick gets his first. The margin back to single points. It is 9 points the margin now. Kilpatrick. The ball came in. Didn't really look like it was going to be available. Burgess Hoare came across, unable to mark it, but opportunistic. Cooper Kilpatrick off the deck and was able to score the goal. Much against the run of play. He's a star last year in last year's grand final, Kilpatrick. And he's got one on the board in the 2020 grand final. So the three-peat dream is not over. Only 9 points to the margin now. They've won the quarter. Here comes Sydney University. They need a little settler here. Pushing forward. Nice little touch on the back from Towers. Made sure it was a difficult ball to get. Blocking it back there is Dunkley. He's worked over the boundary line right in front of the scoreboard. See here. 22 and a half played in this third term. 9 points to the margin. It's been a good quarter for a Bulldogs fan. They've chipped away. Good work there from Gadden. In the ruck, ground level, and it gets out. Could have been touched off the boot, doesn't matter. Bounces clear. Going up to meet it there was Cordell. In there, Bartholomew. The big guy, don't argue. Backs back into trouble. Oh, is still able to get the ball back. Now Gowers. Kicks it to the 50. Pack forms. Geddes been good for the Bulldogs today. Little scoop up. The umpire's seen it. And it will be a Bulldogs free kick. Perfect positioning from the man in yellow there. Right in front of the plate. Finds Gadden. On the right side to come into goal with this breeze. Burgess Hoare tracking it back. Called out of it on that occasion by Cordell. Ball over the back. Here comes Olsen. Gets it forward. Just needs to get it forward. That could have been a high tackle. The umpire says no. Ball spills free. Now the students come. Plenty of pressure on now. You can feel this game is lifted. Umpire's having a close look at this. He's going to call a free kick here. Bulldogs are appealing for it, and they get it. And the doghouse has found voice. You could just see from the umpire's positioning that he was ready to pull the trigger on that one, and it'll be Burgess Hoare who comes up with it. Perfect position. This to reduce the margin to 3 points, and we have got a game on our hands here at Cambridge Oval. For a long time now, you thought the students were well in control. Dare I say it, the Dogs have awakened. Look at that kick, beautifully worked in the breeze, and Burgess Hoare has kicked the goal. The margin back to 3 points. The doghouse is up. Just saw there, the ball came into forward half there. Pack formed. You could just see, like, those situations, couldn't see what was happening at ground level, so the eyes flick over the umpire. And you could just see he was circling, ready to pull the trigger. And Burgess Hoare got the free kick. Finished off beautifully. You could see that ball right behind it there. You could see it just working its way back from right to left. Well played, Charlie Burgess Hoare. 3 points to the margin, well into time on in the third term. 3-1 in favour of the Dogs in this term. What can they find now, the students? Clark runs onto it. He's tackled. Good tackle applied from Thorne. And have a ball up just off the cricket pitch area. Umpire comes in, a little bit of how do you do. Both teams know how important these final stages of the third term are. The Bulldogs, well, geez, wouldn't it be a turn-up if they were able to go in ahead. Olsen unable to take the mark. Spits over the back. Some good work there. It's Barton. And now it's Baxter on the far side, but the boundary line wins out. Thrilling contest coming up here at Cambridge Oval in this 2020 Men's Premier Division Grand Final. Don't go anywhere. 3 points the margin. 17 points at half time. And the Bulldogs, well, they've had a quarter that their coach Dean Towers willed them on at that half-time break. Some good finishing from Burgess Hall. Ned Reinhardt kicked another. And this one's going to go down to the wire. Williams been great in the ruck this afternoon. Now Sydney University with a chance. They come, the Bulldogs. It just gets clear out into some space, running into an open goal offline. Nick Lees unable to add to his tally of 1 goal for this afternoon. Just kicked it to the right. Still an opportunity here. They want to come to this far side. It's been a good tactic to bring it in. Good fading mark across there, Banulos. As the siren sounds. And we've got a game on our hands here in the 2020 Premier Division Grand Final. You thought at one stage there, when Sydney University kicked the first of that third term, that they might just start getting a little bit in front, controlling the game. But you don't let sleeping dogs lie, as they found a way back into this game. The margin now 4 points at half-time, 6-6-42 the Bulldogs, 7-3-45 Sydney University. And Ned Reinhardt has kicked 2 for the Dogs and singles to Hall, Burgess Hall, Kilpatrick, Errol Golden and Darcy Cordell. Whilst the Sydney University, Nick Foster has 1. Aaron Day with 3 for the game so far. Will Sirakowski 1, Tim Cordner has 1, Nick Lees has 1. As we go into the final turn of the 2020 AFL Sydney Premiership season, we've got a game in our hands here at Cambridge Oval. 4 points is the margin, and this history of close games between these two sides looks like it's going to play out again here today. University of New South Wales, Eastern Suburbs, 6-6-42. Sydney University, 7-4-46, a 4-point margin. Don't go anywhere. We'll have all the last action from the final term here at Cambridge Oval after a short break.
Not again, Sydney Uni! Not again! It can't be number 5! Not again! It can't be again, can it? Not again!
The running player there in Stevenson. They get it going forward, the students. Coming out to meet it was Cordner, unable to bring it down, but they've got numbers at the fall of the ball. Nice spin from Sirakowski, gets it off, a shot on goal comes, he likes it a lot, and a goal to Sirakowski. They get the first of the second half. Nice tap, the running player there in Stevenson. They get it going forward, the students. Coming out to meet it was Cordner, unable to bring it down, but they've got numbers at the fall of the ball. Nice spin from Sirakowski, gets it off, a shot on goal comes, he likes it a lot, and a goal to Sirakowski. They get the first of the second half. Once again, Williams dominant in the ruck, goes forward, but good mark taken from goal. The pack forms now. Not a bad effort there, coming up has space. Inside 50 now. Going back to it is Day. Couldn't take the mark on this occasion. Come on. Offering their opinion on the game at the moment as well. Stuck in that far pocket. Good kick. It's Reinhardt under the ball. Now with a good tackle applied, but high, the umpire says. Free. There's space to run. Here they come, the shooters. The pressure comes.
Yes, Lacey!
deep.
Fantastic.
They got it full, trying hard. Up we go again. Right over the top there was Towers. Comes three for the Bulldogs, but the kick off the boot smothered.
No chance, bro.
The boundary throw in. Now.
You're chucking this one, Sydney Uni!
And there's a free kick being pulled out here. I didn't see what it was for. It gives it up. It's going to hang up in the breeze beautifully. And almost taken. The umpire will say yes. Much to the protesting. Let the wind bring it back. Already kicked one for the day. Comes off the boot. Here it comes. All the way back. Read it beautifully. Reinhardt gets another one for the Bulldogs. And they reduce the margin here in this grand final. All the Bulldogs dispossessed. Still with the ball. Good kick around the corner. Won't make the distance. Here comes. It was Burgess Hoare. Oh, off the ground. That's Kilpatrick. And he goes to the doghouse and says, here we come, boys. Pressure on now. You can feel this game is lifted. Umpire's having a close look at this. He's going to call a free kick here. Bulldogs are appealing for it, and they get it. And the doghouse has found voice. For a long time now, you thought the students were well in control. Dare I say it, the Dogs have awakened. Look at that kick. Beautifully worked in the breeze. And Burgess Hoare has kicked the goal. For a long time now, you thought the students were well in control. Sydney University, rightly or wrongly, you have to say, they just haven't been able to get the job done on grand final day. But will this be their chance to shine? 20 minutes from glory. Umpire holds the ball aloft. Williams has been a stalwart in the ruck. Goes up against Benulos. They go forward now, the students. They'd love an early one here to silence the crowd. But the Bulldogs, well, they've found a little bit of ticker. And they go forward, looking for Gadden. Brings it down, tries to take on the tackler. Umpire will say, holding the ball. Trying to hit it through there was Thorne. Didn't have much opportunity prior, but good tackle applied. And Sirakowski with the ball now. Perfect position coming in from this near side for both sides. Just handballs to himself there, Dunkley, and goes over the boundary line.
Process here, boys, a stoppage. Process.
Cam Williams in the ruck all day. He's had multiple opponents. On occasion there, picking, relieving. Especially when he copped that cut above the eye. Tough here at ground level. In amongst it there, Cordner. In fact, it's not Cordner, it's Sirakowski. Will.
Come on, Rollo!
One they call senior. Now off the hands of, that was Thorne. Umpire says holding the ball once again. Caught with the ball, the Bulldogs. Kick comes in from Foster. And a good mark taken. This is Tom Ayton. And he'll take everything, gives it off. Now in the hands of Sirakowski on the left boot, offline. 5 points the margin. All of a sudden, both teams wanting to play this near side. The Bulldogs sitting underneath a big fly, unable to bring it down. The students now ready to pounce. Couldn't get it through there. It was Sirakowski. They go over the top. Good hands there from Reinhardt. The ball comes through. Another one from Geddes. Handball's off. Deep. Off the ground. Tries Stevenson. Just needs a bounce here. The tackle comes. Could have been high. Umpire unsighted. And we'll have a ball up right in front of the doghouse. Not sure of the social distancing on this near side. They've lined up 1-to-1 along the fence. Security guards right onto it. And once again, we'll have a ball up. Ball goes up. Williams and Benulos. Benulos brings this back. Nice little handball out from Rawlinson. Ball goes forward. Thorne. The kick just affected off the boot. Dunkley, handball in, back to Thorne. He doesn't want to let go of that one. The umpire's going to circle. Eventually says, I'll have it. First goal on this final term, so important. The Bulldogs to wrestle back the lead. Students just to put a little buffer in. No one willing to give up anything at the moment. As we'll have another ball up. As they have been most of the day, lined up here in the interchange gates. Ready to come on is Monty Crockmole, along with Nick Lees. Williams stands up in the ruck contest, given all opportunity to get rid of the ball. And tertiary ball up. And then movement. Tight contest. Williams almost high, could have been tackled in the contest. Ugly, the umpire says both ways. It's up. Reinhardt underneath this. Unable to bring it down was Crockmole. Spinning tackle. Umpire says it's okay. Burgess Hall. Free kick's going to go to the Bulldogs in Burgess Hall. That was a bit rough. Gets it inside 50. Set underneath it now. The students well backed in. Trying to get the ball out to Thompson. And we'll have another ball up. Inching towards goal now, the Bulldogs. The space will erupt if they get their noses in front. Work from Gadden. Off the boot of Dunkley. One-on-one contest. In the box seat was Barton. Coming to help out is Hiscox. Some super talent there for Sydney University. And it's really done an arc, this footy, across to the far side. We found the Sydney University supporters. Of course, a ticketed event here today. And if you're wondering why the numbers are heavily in favour of the Bulldogs, well, they also had other teams playing here today. Now they go forward. One-on-one contest, well read on that occasion from Tim Barton, the extra behind the ball. And he wants to come near side. Gets it to Crockmole. Has to go back inside. Now with Thompson. Back. Just handballing it out of trouble. Sierakowski, the target here. Unable to take the mark was Geddes for the Bulldogs. Happy to bring it in to a contest. Lined up on the boundary line once again, Bulldogs. Reinhardt comes on. Straight to the contest. What are going on? Bartholomeus, the centre of attention there. Comes out. To the captain in Rawlinson. He's tackled. Umpire says holding the ball. And right onto it. There's a bit going on in the clinches. Short contest, not 15, the umpire says. Sierakowski has to go back, opens up a bit of space. Plenty of numbers here for the Bulldogs. Punch from behind there from Picken. Tracking it back, good work there. That's Baxter, late ins. Reinhardt tracks it back, takes on his opponent, gets around him on the right boot. Across goal and over for a boundary throw-in.
Monty, go on ball! Monty on ball! Cross!
Will we have a Bulldogs three-peat? Will the Sydney University students turn the tables? 7 minutes played, final term. Margin an awkward 5 points. As now Sydney Uni come out with it. Into the arms of Clark. Goes forward, well played, back into the pack. Good tackle, umpire says it's okay. Backing up was Cordner. And ball goes over the boundary line.
Go, 22.
Picken moved into the ruck now. He'll go up against Benulos. Right in the shadows of the trees here at Cambridge Oval. Picken off the back. Butters up. Umpire sees a free kick. Holding free kick going to the Bulldogs. And Errol Golden. The Golden name. We'll be hoping that gets called out on draft night. Big barrel inside 50. Not a bad option, but Barton was up to the task. And now they're out. Hiscox. Those two combining well. Kick just had a little bit too much on it. And now the Bulldogs looking to bring it back inside. Through the middle, not a bad kick. Olsen on the bounce. Second effort. Now the tacklers come, holding the ball. Still a little bit going on. Here comes the third umpire. He won't get there, but kudos for trying. Now the students with a little bit of a chance to go forward. This one comes to the back. The Bulldogs up to the task. They've found another gear, the Bulldogs, since half-time. But here are the students. Round in the back gives that every chance, and the students get the first of the final. Jack Hiscox finishes off with a great kick. Space around the stoppage there. And made no mistake. And after a very vocal three-quarter time break, the doghouse just doesn't have the ferocity it did. As the students, well, they put the margin out to 11 points. Just what they wanted. As Hiscox gets his first. So Picken still in the ruck for the students. And a big thump forward, looking for Burgess Hall. Up to the task, Ayton. Sirakowski. Little nudge under the ball from Towers. Well played. Might have been holding the man there on Lees. Umpire says all okay. Lees now goes and gets it. Tackles, gets the ball out. Off the pack. Bulldogs, look at this. Through the middle. Reese finds a player on the far side. Coming through was Reinhardt. Steps inside. Now an opportunity to go forward. It's really opened up now. Tracking it back. Kilpatrick leads the race. They come in numbers and it goes through for a rush behind. Every contest so important at the moment. Easy out now. They've really closed down on the space, the Bulldogs. Ends up in the arms of Picken. Here the Sydney Uni supporters on the far side. Down the line. Bulldogs with numbers. Ball bouncing around, no one really getting any advantage out of this. Now the students, they get it going their way. One-on-one contest. Sirakowski that is, did very well on that occasion.
Yep, when you can.
Williams on the boundary line waiting to get back on. They need him out there, the students. They lead by 10 points. Good work in the ruck from Sam Gadden. He's been very good up against the much bigger, much taller Williams. And now we've got a time on. Umpire taking offence to a little bit of constructive criticism from one of the Bulldogs players. Picken at the back, caught out. Gadden wins this one down. It goes the Bulldogs' way. Back in the middle, in there is Burgess Hall. Here comes Olsen. He gets it up. Perfect position. Good handball out of the trouble. Barton. Just a chip kick over, looking for Picken. Wynn gets this one. Picken up to the task. Brings it back inside. And eventually the wind wins out. And it'll be Adam Golden, the co-captain, to bring it back in. Very interesting period of this grand final. 10 points the margin. Sydney University with the only goal of the quarter.
Sierra's going to come for you. You're going to go on ball.
They weren't shy in holding back and just reminding Sydney University of their recent grand final history. That won't faze them though. They are a quality outfit. Head coach Tom Morrison had them in nice and tight. Desperate to get the silverware here this afternoon. "28 years at this level, Sydney University, unable to get the job done so far. They've been so close on so many occasions, but right now no closer than at the 13-minute mark of this final term. They lead by 10. Can they get another one? Put a little buffer on. It's a real arm wrestle on this far side. Looking towards Gilfetta. Brings it to ground. Tackled. Now with some pace. Hitting the ball hard. They want to go inside. Not a bad looking kick actually. It's gone in there. Is that Lee's? Not exactly, I think, what he was hoping to do off the boot. But Lee's read it well. And he'll go back and give the handball off. Big kick from just inside 50. Hangs up in the breeze. It won't be a goal. And goes through for just the one behind. 11 points. A minute and a half of regular time remaining on the clock. They need to go down the middle, and that's exactly what the Bulldogs do. Lands well. Just a little bit of traffic to work through. Barton, well, solid as a rock back there. Here's Tim Barton. Finds Hiscox. Those two, well, we've called it so many times today. Now they've got space. Plenty of run. The game is opened up. Coming towards it. This is Thompson. But a good mark taken back in defence. And just a little bit of pressure off for the Bulldogs. They want to run it through the middle. Now in the arms of Golden. He does that. Barrel through the middle. One-on-one contest. Kilpatrick the target. Over the back. He leads the race. How will this one bounce? Good pace shown. That was Horton. And wraps him up. That was a great tackle from Ben Horton. Thought at one stage there Kilpatrick was going to burn him off. But Horton able to get back there and apply the tackle and stop what could have been a very important goal for the Bulldogs. Not out of trouble yet. The ball spills free. Hands off from Crockmale. Back into trouble. They've got the numbers. And a relieving kick from defence. 2-on-1 contest. Did well there, Aaron Date. Now the students with some pace. It's really opened up in this final term. Leading the race there's Gilfetta. But winning out, as it has most of these second half, has been the Breeze. And takes it over the boundary line. Some tired players out here on Cambridge Oval. Desperation now for both sides. And as they come to the boundary line, some quick changes for the Bulldogs. Coming off there was Max Reese. As the students go forward again. One-on-one contest. Well played. Strong going back. Got rid of his opponent and now wants to come out to the captain, the co-captain. Rawlinson gives it off. Foot. Short. Good. Golden inside. They want to work through the corridor. Ross. Scrubby looking kick, not his best. And it's Tom Ayton who's been in the right place at the right time more than not this afternoon.
Gotta go, Timmy,
Runner under pressure. Bordner so strong early in this game. Takes the mark. Takes his fully allotted time. Not a bad option when you're 11 points up. And almost the mark. The umpire says no. Bulldogs on the rebound. Plenty of numbers. Good floating mark across the front of the pack. Vanoulos wants to go quickly. One-on-one contest at the top of the square. Well played. Unable to bring the mark down. That was Reinhardt. He did everything right except just hold it in. Burgess Hall drags that one in. Got to be careful here. The umpire will ping him. So close for Ned Reinhardt. Just needed that final touch and would have made this game interesting. 11 points. We're into time on. Just the one goal scored in this final term, so you've got to think there's not a lot of time on in this game. The Bulldogs, they are on the attack. Can they finish off? Here he is. Reinhardt has another chance. Very gettable, this one. Distance not a problem. He's treading that thin line between trying to get their ball in there quickly and accurately.
15 gone.
Can Ned Reinhardt bring this back to a 5-point margin? Will kick from right on the arc. Measured approach. Ball on its way, just fading to the right and finishes to the right. 10 points the margin. Opportunity lost. Sydney Uni need to work it out of their defensive half. They do so now. Going down the ground there was Aaron Day. Slipped at the crucial stage. And getting back there is Cameron. Pounds it back in, top of the square. Here comes Barton. If it is to be the swan song, it has been a sensational one. Tim Barton repelling plenty of attacks today here in this grand final. Taken high was Foster. And the opportunity starting to dry up for the Bulldogs. Very vocal at three-quarter time, but unable to really make any impact on this final term as yet.
Set up now, Nick. Set up.
Needless to say, they don't really want to go home with their tails between their legs. They were super confident at three-quarter time, but Sydney University showing great poise. Here's Williams coming across the front was Aiton. Here we go. One last chance. Ross through the middle. Coming is Geddes. Handballs over to Olsen. Steps inside. What can they manufacture here? Look at it. It's Barton again. Right place, right time. Although the boundary line will win out. As a very slow playing group who have toiled so hard this afternoon make their way to the finals, the far side. 20 and a half minutes played. Siren imminent. Sydney University lead this one by 10 points. Williams out of the ruck. Umpire says incorrect disposal. I don't know that that's the right option. Inside 50. And now Benulos, well, he knows he has to get it in there quickly. This to reduce the margin to 4 points. 10 points. Benulos gets underneath it, gives it every opportunity. It's got legs. Will it make the distance? Just short. Punch through. 9-point margin in favour of Sydney University. Well, we could probably say the extra time is out of the question now. It is there for Sydney University. They can smell victory here in the grand final. Picken couldn't bring Mark down. They won't give up, the Bulldogs. Want to work it through the middle. Not a bad option. Gets to foot. Has to go straight down the middle. Finds a target. This is good. Great option there. Sydney University defence has been fantastic. And can they rebound? The kick comes. Running through is Gilfetter. Takes the mark. Just treads water for a second. Wants to get it forward. Day is the option. Just worked under the ball. Now the Bulldogs on the rebound. They need to go central. Good defence. Forward pressure is so important in this game. Could have been high on Clark. He's held it in there. The umpire will say, I'll have it. And not a bad option to put a little bit of a stink on. Forces the umpire to call time off. Bit of confusion on the boundary line here as they ring the changes. Williams in the ruck. Wins this one out, but it's the Bulldogs who get clear ball. Forward 50 pressure has been sensational. In the shadows of the final siren. No team willing to concede at this stage. Williams down, gives it to Stevenson. Quick kick out of the ruck, looking for Gilfetter. He's been an option going forward, gets it clear, looking for Day. And the Bulldogs come away with it. They've got to go down the middle. They've got to find a forward target. Unable to take the mark was Lees. And now Picken Sits up nicely for Hiscox. It's the Bulldogs.
Daisy!
They won't lie down. They go forward again. Back there's Cordner. They've moved him into the defensive arc. They need a bit of tall timber back there to stop any forward momentum the Bulldogs might find. Once again, a short kick from defence finds a target, and they've played this well, the students. With the support on the sideline, they are looking at their first premiership win in the AFL Sydney Premier Division. Day takes the mark. Day's kick sits up in the breeze. Can they take a mark here? No one really coming out to meet it for the students. Play on is the call. Straight down the middle. That's the only option they've got now. Olsen working it through, trying to find a way through traffic. Burgess Hoare in there again, hitting it at pace. They've got space. Now they're inside 50. Students not happy with the call. Here comes Reinhardt. Great tackle applied. Game-saving tackle. He wanted to work his way back in, and there it is! Sydney University, Premiers 2020. The disappointment of the last 3 years erased as they finally get their chance to hold the cup aloft. They played it well. They took the pressure. The Bulldogs came. They looked like they were on the momentum. Three-quarter time came too early for University of New South Wales Eastern Suburbs. But the students stood tall in that final term. Only the one goal scored in the final term, but it was enough. And the students are now premiers of the AFL Sydney competition for 2020. Such a unique season and played out in such trying circumstances. NEFL competition cancelled, really opened it up for a number of the players to work their way back into the Premier Division of Sydney. And on the final day of football in 2020, it's Sydney University who'll hold the cup aloft. Congratulations to the University of New South Wales Eastern Suburbs Bulldogs. Had a wonderful season. You see there Nick Foster congratulating his adversaries. In fact, both teams now coming together. Played in such a great spirit. Wonderful scenes here at Cambridge Oval. They had the hoodoo. They were reminded of it quite vocally at three-quarter time. But credit to this organisation. They just knew the pressure was coming, absorbed it, and are able to hold on. One stage there in that second term, we thought it looked like Sydney University were going to coast. All credit to the Bulldogs as they fought their way back in, almost got their noses in front in that final term. That would have really brought the house down. But Sydney University, just a 1-2 in that final term. The Bulldogs had their opportunities just with the three behinds. The wind really kicking up at half-time and affecting the game in the end. But as you can see, fantastic scenes here as both teams come together and celebrate the most unique season in AFL Sydney history. One that will see the Sydney University marked down as premiers. Going through the goal score as well for the Bulldogs. Charlie Burgess Hoare had one, Kilpatrick one, Golden one, it's Errol Golden, Darcy Cordell had one, and Ned Reinhardt kicked two for the afternoon. And for Sydney University, well, when the game was on the line, it was Aaron Day who stood up and kicked 3 goals for the afternoon. There were singles to Nick Foster, Will Sierakowski, Jack Hiscox chimed in with one, Tim Cordner with one, and Nick Lees also with one. The margin, 9 points in the end. Sydney University, 8-6-54. The Bulldogs, 6-9-45. And once again, congratulations to all the players involved, not only here today, but around the competition this year. Very trying circumstances, so much change needed to be done to just even get the season underway. A credit to all the players, the administrators, the coaches, the volunteers, and not to forget all those working at head office who came up with a way to make a season happen. And much congratulations. When so much football just did not get played across the country, it is wonderful to see that the 2020 season ended with a grand final victory to the Sydney University students. Stand by, we'll bring you all of the presentations here from Cambridge Oval. It's been a wonderful season, not without its challenges, that's for sure. But a great way to finish a season here at Cambridge. Plenty of celebrations. Sydney University, just when you thought the hoodoo was back to come, well, and they were reminded of it so eloquently at three-quarter time, they were up for the challenge. Williams, you see there, embracing. He was so good in the ruck today. A little bit of a dance out the back from Nick Foster. Doesn't mind an audience, Nick. Tim Barton, well, what a stalwart for this club he has been. Question still remains. They've been so close so many times. This will taste sweet for Sydney University. Stand by for the presentations. A big shout out to all the crew at Sportscast who worked so hard, not only today, throughout the entire final series and the season proper, being able to bring you these scenes here at Cambridge. We know many of you would have been here today if not for the restrictions, so to be able to bring you a live stream, as we have been doing for many years in Sydney, which are the pioneers of that in the Sydney AFL competition. So a big shout out to all the crew there, all the crew at AFL House who've worked so hard. Sydney University make their way over to the presentation area. They will walk tall. They absorbed all the pressure. You'd be forgiven for thinking just at that three-quarter time huddle that there weren't a few butterflies in the stomach. But they were able to come through with the victory. The Bulldogs, on the other hand, well, the three-peat goes begging. It's so hard just to win one, especially if you ask the Sydney University boys. It's so hard to win one grand final. To back it up in 2019, something special. But just not able to get that three-peat on the final day of 2020. Stand by for the presentations. We'll bring them to you. And congratulations once again to Sydney University Premiers in the AFL Sydney Premier Division for 2020.
tremendous game of football, everyone. Also, I'd like to extend a huge thank you to all the clubs from AFL Sydney this year. It's been a challenging year for everyone, but we're very grateful for all the work that's been undertaken this COVID-19 year. Also, a big thank you to West Coast Eagles today, who've put on a great display as our hosts here at the venue. Before we move into the official presentation, we announced the Field medalist through the course of this week. We can get to present that medal face to face. So we'd like the winner of this year's Field medal, Jake Bartholomew, to come forward and receive his award. The umpires today voted the best on ground, Sydney University player number 32, Tim Barton. Team, ask you to come forward, grab your medal, and return back for your photo post-presentation. Number 3, Tom Ayton. Number 4, Sam Gilfetter. Number 8, Mitch Thompson. Number 9, Nick Foster. Number 11, Jake Bartholomew. Number 12, Spencer Crockmore. Number 13, Will Gowers. Number 14, Monty Crockmore. Number 15, Cameron Williams. Number 19, David Johnson. Number 21, Aaron Day. 22, Lewis Stevenson. Number 25, Will Sirikowski. Number 30, Andrew Sirikowski. Number 31, Jack Hiscox. Number 32, Tim Barton. Number 35, Tim Cordner. Number 46, Nick Leeds. Number 50, Ben Horton. Number 55, Malcolm Dicken. Number 16, Captain Alistair Clark. And Coach Tom Morrison. I'll ask Alistair and Tom to stay up here. Alistair, you might want to say a couple of words. And Tom Dunlop, sorry Tom.
We'll jump into UNSW. You guys definitely deserve that. As far as, look, we've got a lot of respect for you as a team, what you've done over the last couple of years. And it's been fierce battles, and just be immensely proud of what you've done in multiple grades over the last few years, so congrats to all you dunks as a club. Roller today leading the side, and well fought and unlucky. Obviously for us, it's been a long time coming. I guess we just thought we'd chase our losses, and this means so much to our club, and to do it is so special. We said we're 22, representing a squad of 50, representing the 100 people who came today, representing our club of 8 grades, 9 grades, and everyone who's watching today. So thanks for all your support, and we're going to enjoy this tonight.
Now ask Tom Alistair to raise the cup. Tom, you want to come back over, please? AFL Sydney Premiers, Sydney University. Congratulations.